Hey guys, Dr. Marc here with Sensei Nick. Now today we're going to talk about our newest program for the kids, right? And this is our semi-private program. So Sensei Nick actually runs a semi-private program with Sensei Bethany. But I want to talk about why we chose to go this route versus like the large group classes. So since I'm not teaching these days, just making podcasts. So Nick, can you just tell me what the semi-private is and like what the biggest benefit is for a child?
Yeah, so in our semi-private classes, we have a instructor ratio of 1 to 4. So there's one instructor for every 4 students. So they're getting a lot more feedback. They're going to be leveling up way faster than they would in the large group classes. More time to spend with each of the student and really fix them up on what they're learning.
Do you see that, because like most martial arts schools, and even when I trained, it was just big classes, right? And so no matter how good the instructor is, you can't fix everybody up. And people are at different levels, right? So do you see a difference when there's you as one instructor and up to 4 kids? Like, can you teach them more? Do they learn more? Is the quality of the student just going to be better? Talk to me about that.
Right. Yeah. So we're spending more time with each of the students versus having a class of 10 children where we can only spend so much time with one of the kids at a time. When there's only 4, they're more engaged while they're there. They want to actually be there. They like to have fun, right? Just spending more time with each of them. And experience, I've seen my class right now, we're definitely learning stuff way faster than if we were in the large group class.
And so you came up from the martial arts in like the large group class, right? And so you're a talented martial artist. Now, what happened? What would have happened if we had the semi-private back when you started training? Do you think you would have? What would be the difference between you now and like if you had the semi-privates all the way along? Because I've never seen any other martial arts school do semi-privates, right? It's either one-on-one or it's a large group.
Right.
So we want to come in the middle because we think it's a better class for them. But like, what would have been the difference in you, like, just as a kid?
Definitely a lot more confidence. I think being able to level up faster in kind of your skill set, not even for like a belt that you're getting, just your skill set, learning, having more knowledge of everything, more broadened type of knowledge versus just kind of like when you're in the large group, you're only going over so much in one day versus the kind of magnitude of stuff that we can go over in the semi-private. There's only 4 of us, can learn a lot more.
So what are some of those things you can cover now that you wouldn't do in like the large group?
Right. So you can definitely do a lot more grappling in the semi-private class, and we can kind of versus just going from wrench to armbar in the semi-private class. We can kind of play around and do some grappling flows where you break the guard and then you sweep them over. Then he pulls the wrench and we go wrench to armbar and I can reverse his armbar. We can kind of just have more fun with that, and it's more kind of real world training, so to speak, versus just do wrench for 5 minutes in the large group.
So as an instructor who's taught a lot of kids classes, like what excites you the most about teaching a semi-private now?
You can definitely tell the kids like want to be there. When they're learning and they're having fun learning, it's a lot different than them just going for a workout or because mom and dad said that they had to go. They kind of ask, "Oh, can we add more? Can we do this?"
So you can customize it more for the
for those kids.
And then, so what do you see? So as we just unveiled this probably a couple weeks ago. So the future of your kids program, right? Because we want to do more semi-privates. We want more kids enrolled in our semi-privates. How do you see the quality of student then, 2 years of semi-privates versus 2 years of large group, right? Is it going to be comparable? Is it going to be like a huge difference?
Well, in your semi-private, since you're leveling up faster, they're going to be all training together. They're probably going to be all around the same level, but compared to where you are in the large group, I think in 2 years of semi-private training, you're going to be way above where somebody would be in the large group in that time.
So basically, any parent who wants their kid to get better results, faster results, be a better martial artist, be able to defend themselves better, and any kid who really wants to learn and either wants that extra attention or maybe won't thrive in the group class, because there's some kids that don't thrive in the group class,
right?
They're like a smaller setting. and kind of like an elementary school where you're a class of 30 or you're a class of 8, right? So what would you say to the parents who are thinking about putting their kid in martial arts, but like the biggest thing is like, I don't want my son or daughter to get hurt. But now, even though we're safe in both programs, like what would you say to them if they were thinking about putting their son or daughter in a semi-private session? What would be your suggestion to them?
Yeah, a lot of the times, you go right for the private lesson, but there's a lot with that, sometimes if they're younger, the kid doesn't want to just be with the instructor. So the semi-private's kind of the best of both worlds. You can have your cake and eat it. You get pretty much all of the benefits of a private lesson with all of the benefits of a group class, and none of the downside of having a group class, so to speak. You get all the attention of a one-on-one. There's 4 other kids in class that you can have fun with, and they're all going to be at the same level. They're all training the same stuff all the time, working together. A lot of times they work with me directly.
So they get nastier faster.
Right.
Nastier means really good in Bochner Studio. But listen, Nick, I thank you for this. I'm excited to see the quality of your students, right? Because, I check to make sure that things are going the way they're supposed to. And for all the kids that are going to be in the semi-private sessions, I know it's going to be a game changer for all of us here. And I know myself, Sensei Bethany, Sensei Nick, and all the other instructors are really excited to unveil this. And I guess this is now the announcement that we are now enrolling kids in our semi-privates. How old they have to be? 8. 8 to 12, 8 to 13. So if you are interested in that, you can definitely hit us up at 943-4100.